Hello YouTube and welcome to a tips and tactics video of World of Tanks. I'm Snipson, your host on Custom Builds, and I'm gonna show you some tips that might wanna help you later on. Okay, on my testing I will show off my T26 E4 super piercing. And as you see, my hull armor is quite a lot, 178. These are numbers you got to kind of remember or be careful, think of as you play. And also some other armor spots like your turret. Yeah, and also one more thing, you got to remember, think of this, the average penetration in millimeters. I will try to show this in action by joining a map, and I will show you how you can do a pretty good round and trying to play tactical. Now, I'm in the middle on the statistics, so I'm not the worst tank, but not the best either. So, what we might want to is get a really good spot. Now, the reason why I showed you the numbers is how you're gonna position your tanks. The game is pretty realistic. So when I stop a level, and when you look at your tank, alright, the front got most armor, the sides got a little bit less, and the least is the rear. So always when you meet up a tank, you want to keep them off your rear, because that's where you might to get some critical hits, so you will be taken out pretty fast. And also one more thing, try to stay as much out of sight. This wall will only take one hit, but that's one hit good. And also, now I'm angling myself in a position like this, so the rate of deflecting bullets is much higher because of natural and realistic physics. It's much easier since it's in an angle than just on the front, right? That's something to be aware of. Now, if we move a little bit forward towards the enemy tank over there, and also it's important to help out your friendlies. A T26, okay, it's a fair match. Apparently I can crush that. I'm sorry. And also there an SPG over there, and there's Type 59. Okay, now as you see, I'm sneaking up behind the enemy tank, and as you saw, I got a pretty decent hit on. And you can get some pretty good hits. I'm trying to hit some weak points, like his tracks, and also, of course, I'm pretty trying to get away from this, but this will not be a very good match because I'm in a very hard position now, but I'd always try to move backwards away from your enemies so you don't. Damn. Of course. Of course, the SPG came from behind, and also that one. But as you saw, they were running tactics back on me. But just to give an example away from the battle, like in this example, he's facing straight ahead on his enemy. That will increase chance of hitting, actually penetrating the armor. And he might get a better chance if he make it a better angle, because and he got destroyed, of course, got a critical hit, and it seems like we're losing. I will make a new match right after this, but as you saw, you got to position yourself pretty good for being able to an AFK. Too bad. But for those who have played this a lot, it is then you already know what to do and might have some earlier experience. What's the best tactics? But I will go for another round. Hopefully we'll get the worst tank almost. But that doesn't make, even though you're on the bottom, that automatically it doesn't make you the worst tank, because your enemies might not know about the realistic physics in the game, so you got a little bit of an advantage on that. So if you make sure that you're in a good position, and also try to hide as much of your tank as possible, especially around corners like these, and friendly or enemy destroyed tanks are pretty good. Yeah, so you can take advantage of that. So if you're a newbie player and a beginner and want to get into the game, I recommend you get a feel on how the deflect rate is. You can't know for sure. I know there's a different add-ons that shows you the armor. If you're in an angle, there's more armor to penetrate than it would like this. There's several add-ons that shows you the actual number of the amount of armor that you got in certain angles, so you can like even easier tactical position yourself. I doesn't have the add-ons because I had to reinstall World of Tanks, and I lost them and I haven't bothered getting them back. And as you see, I'm slightly hiding behind the T-34, and he is slightly hiding behind the tank destroyer. And I might and I constantly move with him, so since he's a heavy tank, he got better armor than me, so always keep that in mind. See, there we got another ice tree, I suppose. Yes, it was. Yeah, and there he constantly ignores his weak points. And where did I get hit? Ah, around the turret. That's also a weak point. So, and one important tactic is move with the bigger tanks, because then you got a better chance of making or hiding as much of, as you might see. Only my turret is getting shown by the enemy, and I'm able, as you may see, I've got pretty a lot of hits. That's because they can't get a pretty good hit on me. And that's the way I can try to make it as far as I could in this type of situations. And also, while reloading, Muras try to get you totally invisible by the enemy. There's he, I got a good hit on the tank, and still that KV-5 is trying to hit me, but it can't because it's getting a bad hit. And I can be like sneaking out. The T-24 is moving, and apparently we lost, I suppose. Yeah, base captured, but you get a point. Even though I didn't win, I stayed alive at least in one battle. And that's how you do it. Try to stay out of sight. Your tracks are vulnerable, and also your turret holes, because then they might kill your turret, and then you're pretty vulnerable if you can't aim. Also the commander's peak house, whatever it's called, the engine. Also you can hit the engine from here, but you got, as I said earlier, you got even more millimeters of armor in this angle than you would in this angle. So keep that in mind, and I hope you got something from this video. And yeah, please like and comment if there's anything I missed, or if you really liked this video and it helped you understanding some things and some physics on World of Tanks. Please let me know and subscribe to my channel. See ya!